Back another album review. Today's review is on Highball with the Devil by Les Claypool and the Holy Mackerel. This is Les Claypool's first attempt at a solo album, and he did most of the instrumentals by himself. He also produced and engineered the album by himself with help from Tom Sawyer. Jill Rose was the project coordinator. The album was recorded at Rancho Relaxo and was mastered by Matt Merman at Different Fur. The album was released on August 27th, 96 on Prawn Song Records and Interscope Records. I mentioned that Les Claypool did most of the instrumentals by himself, but he did have help from other musicians on most of the songs. That being said, let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is Running the Gauntlet. Les did all the vocals and instrumentals by himself. I mean, he is a multi-instrumentalist, so he knows what he's doing. Next track is Holy Mackerel. Les performed bass and vocals while Joe Gore was on guitar, and Jay Lane was on drums. Mark Haggard even performs a guitar solo. After that is Highball with the Devil. Les provided most of the vocals and instrumentals, while Adam Gates provided additional vocals. Next up is Hendershot. Les performed bass, drums, and vocals while Mark was on guitar. Up next is Calling Kyle. Les provided vocals and all instrumentation on this track. We followed up with Rancor. Mark was on guitar while Les provided vocals, bass, and drums. That's followed up by Cohibas Escondidos. Mark was on electric bowed backsaw, Jay was on drums, and Les provided vocals, bass, and guitar. Now, the track that comes next is Delicate Tendrils. This track is interesting because it features narration by Henry Rollins, while Les is on guitar, drums, and bass. The track that comes next is The Awakening. This is actually a cover of a song by the Reddings. Les is on bass while Jay was on drums. The track after that is Precipitation. Les provided vocals, bass, string bass, arco, and drums. Adam Gates was featured on this track, providing additional vocals. What comes next is George E. Porge. Joe was on lead guitar while Les is on vocals, bass, drums, and rhythm guitar. What comes after that is El Sobrante Fortnight. Mark is on guitars while Les is on vocals, bass, and drums. The following track is Granny's Little Yard Gnome. Les provided vocals and all instrumentals on this track. The second to last track is Me and Chuck. It's a fully instrumental track where Les is on bass, Jay was on drums, and Charlie Hunter was on guitar. The finale of this album is Carolina Rig. This is a fully instrumental track where Les played bass, string bass, arco, and drums. In order to promote this album, Les went on tour. You also had Mark Haggard, Adam Gates, and Brian Mantia, aka Brain, with him. Brain had recently joined Primus as their drummer at one time. Then again, Brain has also worked with Buckethead. And when researching this album, I read that it peaked at number 182 on the Billboard 200, though it didn't receive any certification by the RIAA. I read that AllMusic gave it a perfect score. Users on Amazon and Discogs also liked it. Now for my thoughts. Personally, I think this is a very good album. Even though this was Les Claypool's first attempt at a solo album, I think he knocked it out of the park. I also like how it retains much of his signature style. I know that he didn't make any other material with the Holy Mackerel, but he did make 2 solo albums in the 2000s. More on those in future episodes. Overall, I recommend this album. Now is the part where I question you. Have you listened to Highball with the Devil? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? What are your thoughts on Les Claypool making a solo album? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, if you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify future videos. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with another video.